Hi, Tim Sales here. In a video that I had posted, there was somebody who made a comment that said, "You're brainwashing people." And normally I just dismiss these kind of like comments and things like that because I could care less. And then I saw a bunch of people trying to persuade that person to see we're not being brainwashed. And I thought, you know what? I love that people try to help like that, but I want to share with you what I've experienced. So, first of all, brainwashing is a controlling mechanism, right? So, now how can that come to be? And give me an example of that, right? So, just 6 media companies control 90% of what Americans read, watch, or listen to, and that falls into the category of brainwashing, right? Because it's a controlling mechanism. And you say, well, how could that control somebody? Well, as an example, GlaxoSmithKline paid Google to push down anti-vaccine information, right? So, and Monsanto paid Google to push down anti-Roundup information. So, because of the recent cancer case that got proven that it was based on it and things like that. So they try to push that stuff down. And so when our source is to go to Google and we get information, but yet that has been manipulated down, then now we can't do proper evaluation unless we know to go to page 23 of Google, like anybody goes past 2, right? And so that would be a controlling mechanism so that you can't get the information. But network marketing doesn't fall into that category at all. Number one, it's regulated. Number two is that it has been looked at every way there could possibly be. If there were any skeletons in the closet, they're already sitting on the front porch, okay? They're not in the closet. We are regulated to such a level that other people use our statistics, right? Like they say, look at your statistics, how few people succeed. But yet they don't do that for real estate agents. They don't even do that for colleges. What if it was a requirement at college that every college has to reveal its numbers of how much money people make every year based upon that education? What? Never happen. Why wouldn't it happen? Well, there's $1.5 trillion of college debt. Why shouldn't it happen? Okay, so because network marketing has been looked at, our numbers have to be shown. So we share our numbers. But stock traders don't have to do it. Real estate agents don't have to do it. If they did, you would see that there's no difference. Okay? So now let me talk to you a little bit on a different level, which is that what's not brainwashing? Well, any leveling up, making a person better, is not even a brainwashing category. So there's categories of controlling in a negative way. And then there is somebody trying to level up. So somebody is wanting to stay home with their kids. That's leveling up. Somebody who wants to work from home, not sit in traffic, that's leveling up. Somebody who wants to make more money, that's wanting to level up, right? That doesn't even fit into a brainwashing category. More freedom, okay? Being able to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, with whom you want to do it. You want to go on vacation? Good. You want to add an extra 2 weeks while you're there and say, you know what, I'm having too much fun. I don't want to go home, right? That's more freedom. That's not a brainwashing category. Training someone how to build a business is not a brainwashing category. So the person who made that comment, he's saying you're brainwashing people. Well, no, I'm training people how to do a pipeline. Okay, I'm training people how to own their own business. Now, who would view it as brainwashing? And you say, well, why is this guy doing this? and you try to like analyze the person. Well, good luck with that. A person who is apathetic towards money is the person who would make a comment like that. All right, now what do I mean apathetic towards money? Okay, so he's just lost or failed too many times, and he's given up on making money. He now wants others to be like him. That's really what's going on. All right, so he's just lost it too much. If you've ever seen somebody like in a hospital bed, and apathetic is kind of that, man, there's no use. Why would even try? That just down on themselves. And you go to a hospital, and I've had friends in there. It's temporary apathetic, where they're just hurt, right? And all they can do is reach over and push the button. Nurse comes and he says, I got to go to the bathroom. You know what I mean? Like, in other words, he can't control his body, and so he's apathetic about being able to move his body. And picture an apathetic person towards a car. My grandmother was scared to death of a car, and so she didn't want anything to do with it, and so she never drove a car. Right? And well, what's going on? In this one, with the hospital bed, he can't control his body. Here, the person is fearful of trying to control a car. And so a person who is apathetic about business ownership simply doesn't know or cannot control the pipeline. Now, you've seen me do this thing every single time I do anything. I'm talking about the pipeline. And the reason being is because every business in the world has to do this. Every attorney, every politician, they have to generate leads, they have to contact, have to set appointments, have to do presentations, have to follow up. And after that, you get a customer that you can serve and you get money. If you're a traditional business, you would do all of this to generate an employee. You service that employee and you get service back. In network marketing, you get a rep. So every business has to do this same thing. Either you can control this board or you cannot. It is not odds of success at all. It is, will you learn and control these? But let me just take a moment just for a second. If you drill down and you really study it, it's the ability to know leads and control leads. And then it's an ability that you gain, that you accumulate knowledge on, that you accumulate experience on. After 30 years, I've got a lot of experience on it. And so when I'm out sharing knowledge, it's not brainwashing. Okay? So when I say you got to get good at generating leads, how is that brainwashing? When every business in the world has to do it. Okay? And so it's as you develop first the awareness and then the knowledge of and then the expertise of each of these steps, then you'll know, like I know, that odds have zero to do with it. It's just what are the odds of somebody deciding that they're going to do these things? Well, a person in apathy, the odds are really low because they want you to be miserable like them. So, who would view network marketing as brainwashing? A person trying to discourage another from building their own business is apathetic towards business ownership. All right, so they themselves are apathetic. They don't think you should. Maybe that person was in network marketing, or maybe that person was just, like had a job, like when I was in the military, people thought I was insane that I had 12 years in the military and I was getting out. My dad felt that way. He said, son, you're almost there. I said, almost where? And he says, you're going to get retirement and you're going to get a paycheck every month. Just wait it out, son. And I said, Dad, people wait out to die. I don't want to wait. I want to get out and get this. And so he didn't understand it because he had a friend of his that he worked with in construction. And his construction job was just simply an addition to his military retirement plan. And so my dad wanted me to be like him. And so I didn't want that. I had sights of lots more. And so that would be the difference. And so when people are trying to comment and say, no, this doesn't have anything to do with brainwashing, and that guy is replying back, you're all brainwashed. You're this brainwashed. You're brainwashed. You're brainwashed because you're saying that. And these people were truthfully trying to help this person, and couldn't figure out what's going on. And so one of the things that I do when I'm in leads and contact is I'm trying to find out where that person is, like whether or not the person even feels like that they could talk to a person or contact a person or set an appointment or any of that. That's what I'm looking for. All right. And so that person, they wouldn't even have the interest in answering an ad for anything probably. So I hope that's helpful for you to understand just the mindset that goes on there. The awareness is too low for the person to even imagine how in the world could you ever want to own your own business. You know what I mean? Like that's the idea that's going on. So if you like this, comment down below, tell me what you think, and hit the like button, as well as you might consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.